Hello, everyone. Good evening, good evening. I see everyone dropping in already, checking the sound here, making sure everything sounds good. Are we going? Are we going? Let me know. Hi. Tressa's here too. Yay, yay. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. There we go. We got sound. All right. I was just testing that, making sure. How's everyone doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. Just a quick update before I jump into all your questions. Go ahead and if you're here but you haven't dropped a question in, drop it in. We've got first up is going to be Izzy, then Maria, Scorpio. Welcome back, Marissa. Welcome back. See you there. And then Karen. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Clearing that voice. Jason's out in the other room watching the Super Bowl, taking notes on all the stuff they're feeding people. Whatever's going on there. All right. All right. All right. All right. My webinar, my women's temple that I'm doing, I'm working on the sales page right now. I've had a couple people sign up, but hold off if you've got the link and you've been thinking about it. I am going to get a new link. It's going to have more information. It's going to be really good. I've been challenging myself to do the behind the scenes techie stuff that makes it all that much better. So hold off. I will be sharing more and then I'll update the links here on the channel. You can always DM me. You can email me, Stephanie at Creators on the Crest, if you want, any information. Okay, Izzy, we're going to jump in. Ashley's here. Hello, hello. Okay, Izzy, when will Aries, so your male Aries, finally break the no contact? Okay, so you've got an Aries. And oh my goodness, I think we have a lot of stuff going on in the Aries energy this year. So we're going to go to the Gilded Tarot Royale for you with Aries here. So when will Izzy's male Aries finally break the no contact? Okay. I know we have a lot of questions about other people tonight and when things are going to happen, but don't forget to put your hand over your heart and remind yourself how much you love yourself too. And that no matter what these other people do or don't do, you're committed to yourself. All right. Okay. We're going to get the cosmic timing oracle here, Izzy, because you're asking a when question. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, Izzy, I'm seeing something pretty common that I see when it comes to people asking about, no contact. And, we look at this Two of Cups and we say, okay, this is partnership, this is love, this is the potential. Okay. But that is the energy I'm getting is the potential. I really can't say that I'm seeing your Aries take the action, which is kind of an indicator for Aries. Aries usually, okay? Aries probably has something else in their chart that might play into this, but they usually take action. They usually jump in. Sometimes they don't even think about what they're doing. They just go for things. So, I do want to acknowledge that there is true love and care here. But when it comes to this no contact situation, there seems to be more of the energy of potential than the actual. And I'll show you what I mean. The Oracle card, I'm going to go to that next. It's just the message of, don't wait around. The focus seems to be pointing back to you. We've got this female character here staring at this beautiful pink moon, which we did just have a Leo full moon that's sometimes called a pink moon or a cold moon. And the question here, there's kind of this question, like reflecting back to you, Izzy, and it's like, are you willing to wait around? Because we're getting ready to move into this we're kind of in this in between time. We're on a bridge right now where we're shedding the old ideas and beliefs and relationships with the wood snake, the year of the wood snake in the Chinese zodiac, and we're moving into the fire horse. And it just, with when it comes to waiting on potentials, um, that's where we can get ourselves like in a rut. And maybe you're not waiting around, Izzy. Maybe you're actually not waiting around. You're just curious, right? You're just, are they ever going to break the no contact? So I think the key here is there could be something there. If Aries does decide to act, I'm sure it'll come in fast, but right now it's looking like it's in the potential energy only. It's not really in active energy. And the Six of Swords kind of backs up this oracle card that you got. The Six of Swords is about you setting sail, you sailing on, you taking everything you've learned and that about the lessons you've had around this relationship, like what you've learned. I think there's some real value in a lot of that here. And you do your own journey, do your own trip, do your own things. And, if like here you are, you're in this beautiful, like swan, like gondola, right? You're just treating yourself, you're living your best life. And if Aries wants to come out of those potential energies, and they will show up on a speedboat next to you. Okay. That's the energy I feel if Aries decides to come out of the potential. But right now, it's just a potential. I'm not getting any lock on there's action. So what it feels like is happening is your spirit guide team, the universe, all of your support system is saying, don't wait around, like do your thing and just make sure you're moving along and not waiting on this person to break the no contact. It's very, very interesting to me that you're not considering breaking the no contact. I do think that's good, especially if you're dealing with the masculine energy, because masculine energy will teach us about itself through how it acts and what actions it takes. So Izzy, good luck with that. I mean, I see you in this like beautiful gondola, that Six of Swords, that's moving on to like calmer waters. It's like grasping your peaceful life for you, which is beautiful. So wish you the best with that. All right. Okay. Maria. Well, I'm going back to the Gilded Tarot Royale here. You're wondering, will you and Philippe, your ex, be together again? And then you're asking about kids too. Okay. And you say you're 33, right? I think we talked about that like once before. And you had one abortion in 2020. And I'm sorry, that's something very heavy to go through, isn't it? And so there might be, extra sensitivity there with that. Philippe and kids. I've got to go to the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle here for you, Maria. Philip, I say Philippe. Philip. Thank you. I had to put the French connotation on his name. Okay, Maria's wondering, is Philip, her ex, will they be together again? And about the kids. I think we did look at a bit ago, like maybe last time you were here, we kind of talked about the kids. And I really got the sense like that it's not the end of the line for you. I still feel that. I still feel like with the kids, the outlook is pretty nice here. It's pretty sunny. Philip. Oh, and you may have told me before, but is Philip an air sign or something about his communication? We do have the Knight of Swords here. I do feel like this is the tendency for him to want to come forward and communicate. The Knight of Swords is someone who's going to talk, someone who wants to open up a conversation. Okay, so he's a Saggy, you're a Scorpio. All right. And I do see fire energies here, but this to me speaks to at least a conversation opening up about your relationship. I didn't pull a win card, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty soon, possibly in like the next month, what where there'll be some sort of important communication coming through from Philip. Okay. So watch out for that, just kind of watch out for that. You may also, there's an eagle in here, so you may also want to figure out how and what you need to say to him and how you want to say it too. So there may be a little preparation on your end that would be helpful. And I see some other people dropping in just real quick, acknowledging, is it Jasmine? Jasmine and Nancy. Hi. And anybody else I missed, I'll get to you. I'm going down the line here. So, Maria Scorpio, also the Sun card. This is the happiest card in the deck. I really feel like whatever communication between you and Philip is going to happen is going to bring a lot of warmth, a lot of maybe his Sagittarius energy kind of coming through here, showing up and shining. So maybe there's a bit of, some opportunity here for the sun is like a brand new day, a new dawn, something coming through, something opening up. And then in the oracle card, this is really interesting. And I think this is important for you with both your relationship with Philip, but also your relationship to yourself, your own body, and your own healing. You got number 36, sensuality. The frequency of sensuality reminds us that as spiritual beings in human bodies, we are sensual and we're meant to experience joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. So, because you've mentioned you've gone through something kind of tough, um, there may be this opportunity now in this next month while we kind of wait for this conversation to happen with Philip, where you really just enjoy the finer things in life. I'm kind of getting like, I know you're a Scorpio, but I'm kind of getting like a Taurus energy of just like, enjoying. And this came up in one of the collective readings lately, but I'm seeing like just, satin sheets and just things that tactile things that make you feel good, a decadent dessert that you splurge in a little bit, just these things where you can have a sensual experience. Your favorite fruit, just really enjoying that, like really mindfully, having these physical sensations to and it really feels like you're going to be embodying more joy, and not the kind of joy that relies on what Philip does, or is the kind of joy that even comes from having kids in the future. This is more about what's going on within you, which is beautiful because that means you're going to be creating that kind of environment, and that is the kind of environment that you want to be in to enjoy your relationships to the fullest, and certainly, most certainly, bring children into the world. So, be patient and kind to yourself with all of that. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Maria. Marissa. Okay. Marissa says, I've been waiting on communication from Vaughn, the Gemini man. Will he reach out to make plans to see me again? Let's go to the colorful neon tarot here. Will Vaughn, the Gemini, reach out to make plans to see Marissa again? Okay. All righty here. Woo, 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 woo. The cards are a jumping. Cards are a jumping. Marissa, I'm also going to get a win, like a cosmic timing, WHEN win, hopefully a WIN too, about Vaughn reaching out. Because usually that's the follow-up question. You've been waiting on communication. So will he is a yes or no, but when is kind of puts it in perspective. I see things right now, Marissa, as kind of like stalled out and kind of in the shadows. You did get the moon card. So I'm not surprised you're kind of like, will he reach out again? Like, what's going on? Maybe you feel a little kept in the dark by the energies or possibly even the lack of communication. This could also indicate that Vaughn is going through something like interpersonal to himself and may not quite be ready to come out of the shadows with that yet. It could be something he's dealing with and doesn't want to bring the energy into the connection. I do see a very positive leaning toward yes. Vaughn will be reaching out again, and you've got the Ten of Cups here, and it feels like a good coming together. I also keep hearing the word traveling. Is one of you traveling maybe, or does travel have to do something to do with this relationship? Has there been discussions about taking a trip or something? I'm kind of feeling that. But the Ten of Cups suggests we have a coming back together that is marked by some good feelings. Like we're feeling good about coming back together. It feels like it should be a coming back together that feels good to you both. So that's looking pretty good. And luckily February is a short month. We got next month. We got next month for Vaughn reaching out. Okay. Um, so just kind of like prepare. I feel like I'm telling some of you to prepare. Early March. I feel like early March, Vaughn might be coming through to reach out to you. Maria, I do see your follow-up question. But the energies weren't really presenting like how many. So I think it's important just to relax into the message that you have and not let your mind get too caught up in, the additional questions. But Marissa, good luck with that. It sounds like it's coming up. So you have a little preparation time too. And there's like these massive astrological energies going on right now. So it's a great time to just, plan for that. Be with yourself. It looks good. Again, if there's anything you want to prepare to say or anything you need to express, now's a good time. We do also have that Mercury retrograde coming up though. So keep that in mind. Maybe that's giving you a little grace period here. Okay. A little grace period, a little time. Okay, Karen, can I expect things to be more challenging in the next 2 weeks or to settle down? So you're kind of saying, okay, like, are things going to be more challenging in the next 2 weeks or settle down for you? And I'm going to ask for you specifically. Let's stick with the colorful neon tarot here for you. Yeah, y'all, we've been talking about, and people have been commenting and DMing about anxiety and just like chaotic stuff. And yeah, just like, we have had Uranus, the planet Uranus has gone direct. It is in Taurus, but it still can shake things up. It can still shake the apple carts a bit here. So, a lot of it might depend on your personal placement with that planet as to how it feels and what you do with that energy. Let's go ahead and get you a cosmic energy oracle card, Karen, as well, to kind of see how these next 2 weeks are going to be going. It's interesting because I'm kind of feeling and seeing in the energies that like you've asked about 2 weeks, and it kind of seems like there's pain points in one of the weeks, but then the following week looks a little bit better. You've got the Three of Swords here. This is an acknowledgement of some sort of wounding or some sort of pain point. Okay, it could just be some frustration or something. So but it is coming up. I do feel like for you, it has to do with your final shed of like this wood snake year where, we've been learning tons of lessons. There's been massive change, but there's also been, delays and ways in which we feel like we can't move forward. And I think for you, Karen, like this is kind of like that final shed. And I was just talking to another creator the other day, Jen, and she was talking about how foggy it's been for her because she feels like that final, like she's molting that final energetic skin. And that's kind of like what it feels like for you. But I think for you, it's a little more pokey than that, right? With this Three of Swords, it's it just feels like in the next week, and I do think this is the first week you're going to deal with because this card came out first. Is you might have to deal with a little more of pain points and challenging kind of effects. Okay, then the week after that, we've got the Knight of Cups. I feel like, oh my gosh, okay, things have calmed down because the night is a slower, well, not the night. Let me say the cups. The cups are a slower, more flowy energy. So this is the next to the Knight of Pentacles, who's a little bit slower than this one. This one flows. Okay. This night flows. And this is heart energy. So this tells me that after dealing with the frustration and pain points, there is going to be some sort of heart healing or some sort of recognition that that has passed, or that you've shed whatever these pain points are, enough of it that it's not holding you back. And, we're coming into that season of the fire horse, and here you are on this Wizard of Oz purple horse. And you're just, like ready to go, like from the heart. So, whatever these challenges are, I would say they're very well connected to your next journey forward, as in, like, your greater being wants to go through this. And it's going to be like they're there. And I'm saying there because I kind of feel like a team coming around you here, like a spirit team. And they're saying, like, it's like going to be worth your while. Like, this week of challenge that you're facing is going to be worth everything that you come out the other side with. Okay. So there's like a lot of gifts in this, and it feels very good. And there's that chalice. We really talked about like the cups energy in the last Frequency Friday. So if you guys want to check that out. And right in the middle of these energies is this two beautiful bluebirds, and it says love. Love is everywhere, and just open your heart to feel it. That's your job. That's your job, whether you're facing the week of challenge or the week of respite and peace. Okay. So your goal and your job is to just acknowledge love and open your heart to it. Sometimes when we're opening that heart, it kind of opens up and has to clear other things out. So I think you're going to be feeling whatever this is. There's a lot of feeling here in your reading with the cups and the love energy here. But ultimately, it's leading you someplace very beautiful. And so it's kind of like, a drop of sand, a drop of water in the ocean, this 1 week of stress. And that's so awesome to hear you love love. I love it. I love it. We all love love here, right? I know I do. I love it. Okay, I'm going to work on down the list. I have seen some more people kind of jump in here. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you everyone who's put a thumbs up on the video as well. That always helps make sure all the subscribers see it. And we're moving on down. I'm just going to go kind of slow so I don't miss anybody. I believe I have Your Self Evolved next. And then we'll go from there. Then I think it's Ashley after that. Okay. And then we'll keep going. I see the Gemini. I see some other people here. So Tressa from Your Self Evolved says, I'm struggling with confidence in my new position. Any insight? Thank you so much. It says NRE position, but I think you meant new, right? I think. I think that's what that meant. Yes, and thank you. My moderators are helping give everybody instructions. If you're new, welcome to the new creators who have found this video and the channel. I think you're really going to enjoy this community. It's very supportive and uplifting, and it's our goal to really be in our creative energies so that we can have the best impact for ourselves and for all the people we love and care about, and for the world. So we're happy to have new folks here. All right, Tressa. Tressa and Karen are kind of hanging out in a similar energy here. But you're talking about confidence in your new position. Oh, I'm going to go to the relationships. I'm going to go to the relationships because this either is reflecting relationship with yourself or someone else, some other character that's a part of this new role. So let's see what it is. Okay. Okay. So the reason I said you and Karen might be hanging out is you got the Three of Swords here. Again, like the energy I feel, it's not so much like this massive pain body that you have to heal or like it's not like I don't feel like your self-esteem is totally tanked or anything like that. This feels more like kind of like a battle against yourself, right? It feels like that I've just stepped on to the Olympic ice skating rink, okay? And if I fall on my ass, I'm going to be so embarrassed. There's kind of like this trepidation, right? This little bit of fear in here. Again, I don't think like this is going to be the kind of energy that really shuts you down. I think it's just something to overcome. There could actually be for you three different things that you need to identify that might be contributing to this. Like, for example, is there an incident that happened in the past that factors into this? Whether it be like a workplace incident or something that took you out of work, right? Something that changed the way you work or think, right? So there could be some factors that from like your injuries, previous injuries, but it also could be um, somehow connecting with other people. And we could be dealing with a new person. I'll say a new personality to you that reflects like the old personality of someone else you've dealt with in the past. So, just work on identifying what those three things are. And then the goal with the Three of Swords is always to like pull them out of your heart so they're no longer blocking, and then you put a little salve on there and then you mend your heart up with it, right? And you learn to trust yourself again. And then once that happens, for those of you who work with the chakra energies, it's that solar plexus, that sunshine energy within yourself, right below the heart, is going to warm up and begin to come out. Now, I feel really good about this happening for you. And the reason why is because you got the high priestess. I think this is a time where you may feel a bit more vulnerable, okay, at first, and you may feel a bit out of your comfort zone, but you are going to rise like the high priestess in this card, rise to the occasion, rise into balance, rise into your confidence. And you're going to allow yourself to be seen as you are, which I really like that. I feel like there's a greater honoring of yourself here because the high priestess, she's about she's an archetype that she has the information and she has the experience. So there's a ton of wisdom in you and in this energy here. And the little things that need to be healed are just that, they're little, because this is actually your energy and your power and your wisdom and your ability to overcome any lack of confidence that you have right now. Now I also got, and this may be something that you may still be figuring out if you have in this new position. You got number 14, connection, because I was really called to go to the relationships on this. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So I think you're still searching for that connection, that ability to connect where the links kind of come together and everything lights up. This is a really cool image. It kind of reminds me of an eye too. It might look like an eye, like for you to clearly understand how you are connected to this experience. And with that connective energy, that's where the confidence starts to fire up and build up more and more and more. But it's as if you have to rise into this. And maybe the connection just hasn't been established yet because it is a change, because it is different. And perhaps you will be finding that connection. Maybe once that locks into place, you're going to feel like, okay, now I got it. Now I have my bearings, so to speak. It could also represent the type of desire that you have around connecting in the workplace or in the jobs you have. And it's like finding allies and finding the like minded people. It's harder if you're working with just one person or a smaller group. So there could be an energy of like trying to make that connection with that person as well. Whoo, good questions here. Okay, we're going to go to Ashley and then the Gemini. Okay, and then I'm going to move on down. So hang, if I haven't called you out yet, don't worry, we got plenty of time here. Ashley is asking, my question is, I am struggling with breaking some cycles right now. I am looking for some direction and advice. Okay, so we've got cycle breaking, your desire to break some cycles. We've got the colorful neon tarot here. Let's see what the messages are. Breaking cycles, right? We get tested over and over when we're trying to do that. It's like, we get a grasp and one day and we feel really great about it. And then boom, like something comes up, something kind of gets in the way or like, an unresolved emotion comes up. Let's go ahead. We're going to do with the cosmic energy deck for you as well. Let me clear this out. Oh, and this one's popping out the side. Okay. All right. So, Ashley, like your overall message, I'm going to start with the Oracle card. It's determination. That's also what I see in these tarot cards here. Face your challenges with determination. All right. Resilience, resolve, like a strong resolve. You can achieve anything. Okay. So, these cycles that you're trying to break, the universe is coming through and saying, stay determined to shift these cycles for yourself, right? Stay determined because look at the path up ahead. Look at this beautiful sun that the character is walking toward. This could also represent where, Ashley, you do have to pull on some of your willpower. I'm getting that willpower sense, kind of maybe the masculine energies of, and this is tough when you're, a female and you're trying to embrace feminine energies and you live in a world that's always kind of forced you to, act in more active masculine ways sometimes in the workplace and wherever, right? Where you've had to take up the reins and be responsible for things when, a masculine energy isn't there, right? It's kind of like pulling you in that direction toward lean into your own inner divine masculine to find this determination. It may feel a little like, firm. Okay. It may feel like a little firm, like I'm laying down the law, but it really feels like this is about you strengthening that. Okay. And you got first up the Seven of Wands. Actually, it was the second up, but I'm going to go with it first because it's the minor and then you have a major arcana card. This is you having the higher ground. So you have overcome some of the things needed to break the cycle, but the energies, you're still very aware of them. They're still coming at you. They're poking at you from below, as we see. And here you are with your one wand, trying to fend off all these and kind of knock them away again, right? But the wand, get creative because there may be some actions you can take to help yourself in these moments where you feel like it's a struggle. Okay. If that means that you need to go claim your own space and get away from it for a while, I think that's good. It's not about running away. It's about more about claiming your authority and claiming your space. All right, but this is a lot of poking going on. But the good news is you're above it already. You may just need to get a little bit higher to have a better comfort around knowing that, okay, I've done it, like I've broken the cycle. And another auspicious card that came up for you, which comes along with authority and determination, is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is also the number 5. So this acknowledges that breaking these cycles is initiating great change in your life. Like, this isn't just like breaking a cycle of like, it's not a minor thing, like trying to like stop eating that extra dessert every night or something. It feels bigger than that. It feels like the kind of cycles you're breaking now are going to change your life forever. Like you're forever going to be changed in this way. The number 5, lots of change coming with this. And maybe that's also from the way that other people relate to you. You're going to be much more in your own power with the Hierophant here, much more of an authority over your participation in relationships, conversations, et cetera, et cetera. So this is, yeah, this is a very powerful energy and a very fortunate cards, but it is saying it's not the easiest. And I can see the struggle in this, but I also see that major arcana card coming through and saying, you know what? Embrace this process of going through these changes and breaking out of those cycles, okay? Because your determination is something that is strengthening in this whole journey. All right, Ashley, I hope that was helpful. I've got the Gemini up next. No borrowed meaning. That's Jason. Hello, hello. He's checking in. He's got a new channel now. So if you want to follow No Borrowed Meaning, he's going to come in with some very cool energies and information on that channel. But we're going with the Gemini. What will Valentine's Day look like for me? Okay, so let's go to the Gilded Tarot Royale for your Valentine's Day message. And we'll go to the Sacred Geometry of Relationships too, since you're asking about the Day of Love. And we have, I've got my notes over here. What is it? Venus is entering Pisces, okay? And that is lovey-dovey energy. It likes that energy, okay? So this is, fortunate time. A lot of us are going to be feeling more romantic, more sensitive. Karen got the love card. It's those kinds of energies that are coming up. That's the Venus entering Pisces. And I'll be talking more about that on Tuesday's Astrotarology video that premieres on Tuesday. Okay, Gemini. Something is going to pop up for you, it feels like, on or around Valentine's Day. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. So that is some sort of offer energy, some sort of movement energy coming in. It feels like almost like an energy of someone who has been planning to extend their energy or extend their thoughts, their love, and offer a gift, a gifter. This feels like a gifter to me, someone who would gift you something physically, like flowers or candies or something like that. The Knight of Pentacles always has a good strategy. So this is someone who is a strategist and will think a lot before they act, right? But here comes their energy. And while the energy is a little slower moving than the other nights, it actually feels pretty grounding to me. I feel like with whoever or whatever this is coming in for you around Valentine's Day, it really lets you feel like you're in some stable emotional energies. I feel like whatever this gift or offer is, it's not overbearing, it's not going to like kind of bulldoze you down. It feels like with this Queen of Cups coming up, like you feel like, oh, okay, like I feel good about this. I feel emotionally balanced. It feels like you're not put off by it in a negative way, but you're also not enamored by it in some sort of like illusionary way. It actually feels really well balanced for you. It feels like you're able to focus like on what's best for you while accepting this gift. if you've been working on like accepting gifts and compliments and things like that, I think that's like really good practice kind of stuff for you, Gemini. So do keep that in mind. You also got from the relationship, sacred geometry of relationship oracle, you got number 15, curiosity, which is a really fun energy. Okay. It can be a lot of fun, and Geminis like to have fun. So the frequency of curiosity supports our intrinsic inquisitive nature, which is the necessary driving force behind growth and evolution. So, since you're asking about Valentine's Day and relationships, this is a really fun energy to bring into it. It's like lit up, but it also is like surrounded in shadow. So, it understands the light and the dark here. And this is your energy, or the energy you're co creating in this relationship. So, it feels very much like a gift, an offering, a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship changing into something more, or maybe you're just really going to be feeling the energy of it. But the Knight of Pentacles is such a physical world card. It really feels like something's going to happen in the physical world. And I think if you just maintain that light and fun curiosity about it, like, oh, how fun, oh, how nice, like this is making me feel good, and that's a good thing. That's the offer. This is what you're magnetizing to you, which I really like that. That means you've done some work there. Like if you're magnetizing that kind of balanced energy towards you, that, just makes you feel good, and you still stand in your own power as you receive from that person. That's looking like a good vibe going on for you on or around Valentine's Day. It could be, a few days before or after too. And if you like the sound of that, like, yeah, just embrace that energy within yourself. All righty. Let me see. There's some messages going back and forth. I'm going on down. Nancy, hello. Corrected my pronunciation. All right. And then we've got Jasmine's first time here. Hello. Okay. I scrolled on down, and I believe that Nancy is up next with the next question. So, from what I'm seeing, there was some back and forth, and that's fine. My moderators are always so helpful. Nancy, may you tell me if I will hit my goal weight by the end of March? Thank you. Whoo, that's a big challenge, huh? Yeah, I know. I'm too scared to even step on the scale. I'm going to be honest with you on that one. I'm just trying to get energy back right now. It's an energy game for me, but good for you if you're really putting in the dedication. We're going to go to the colorful neon tarot for you, and we'll do the cosmic energy oracle as well. All right. Well, Nancy hit her goal weight by the end of the month. And how do you feel about it? Yeah. Okay. So, Nancy, you've got major arcana cards here. So, this that you've asked about, when it comes to your physical body and your weight and where you want to be, is a big deal for you. So, I do want to acknowledge that. This is a huge life and maybe pattern shift from what I'm seeing for you here. We do have the moon card, so things are a little still shadowy as to whether or not you're going to hit like a specific number goal. Okay. So, my best advice with this is to be soft. The moon is a soft light, it's gentle with you, it's more of a nurturing light kind of energy. There may be some times in between now and then where rest becomes necessary for you. Okay. So I do want to suggest to be really careful about overdoing it or pushing yourself too hard. I feel like there needs to be a balance here. And there's also a lot of connection to your own self love that's happening through this process. A deeper connection, a more radiant connection is unfolding between you, how you love yourself through this process of shedding the weight. Okay. So, this is important There's stuff going on under the surface. There's stuff going on in the subconscious. When that subconscious energy and the stuff under the surface comes up and it's really like, what do I want to say? It's really available to you. You're really aware of it. It's like, oh my gosh, this is coming up. Sometimes that can feel bigger when it first comes up because it's coming up out of the awareness. So that may, what I'm trying to get at here is that may slow you down a little. You also got the Temperance card, which is a card of patience. So it's important that you grasp and hold on to the virtue of patience with yourself, with the process, with your body, especially in the times that maybe you aren't able to do the thing that gets you closer to that goal. So we're kind of stepping a little bit back from the numbers game here. I know that strategy and statistics and numbers can be very helpful. Your, macros and all that, counting that, knowing what you're getting blood work done to see where the health levels are at, all these things. The numbers can get a little crazy. Okay. So for you, Nancy, the Temperance card comes in and it says, let's just keep pouring into ourselves. Okay. Let's keep loving ourselves. And when I move one way and it doesn't work for me, let me try something else. Okay. And there might be a little bit of figuring things out, but this is Sagittarius energy that is connected to this. This is goal oriented energy. Okay. And so I don't think you're off. I don't think you need to change your goal. I don't think you need to do anything like that. But you do need to love yourself no matter what the numbers show at the end of March, okay? And there's this overarching energy of freedom that comes up for you, which is beautiful because we're in Aquarius season and we're getting ready to hop on that fire horse and get rolling. You got freedom comes from inner liberation. Okay. So all those subconscious energies that are going to come up, this happens when your ability to heal and shed weight from the physical body is freeing you from so much more than that, Nancy. Okay. And so this is that inner liberation. All right. And it's just what it feels like to me is relief. All right. So even if the scale doesn't show that, because I'm not getting a clear answer, I got the moon. So I don't have this clear answer of like, will you? But what I do get is it's just so important for you to feel freer and freer and freer, which with each little milestone that you achieve. And that's an important energy for you to embody and carry with you as you're working toward this goal. All right. Okay, good luck. Cause like, yes, it's like I just saw this the other day. I have a friend that's from college that I knew a long time ago, and she's cut out sugar and carbs and is just doing like, the meat and fats thing. And she's had a lot of luck with that, but she's having to do a lot of meal prep. It takes a lot, doesn't it? It takes a lot. Everybody's different too. Different programs work for different people. So more power to you. All righty. Okay, let me go through to Jazz Ziggy Pie 89. Love the handle. Love the handle. Thank you for being so patient. We do tend to fill up a little quickly here at Creators on the Crest for these hours. And I'm so glad to see so many people are taking, they're either not watching the Super Bowl or they're taking a break to honor themselves, which is really, really cool. All right, Jazz Ziggy Pie. Love it. Love the handle. Well, I have new love in my life. I'm single, by the way. What zodiac sign will that be with? Interesting. Okay, Jazz. Okay, Jazz. We'll get you. We'll get you. Yes. Love in my life. I'm single. What zodiac sign will that be? All right. We're going to see if we get a zodiac sign here. And you didn't ask when, you just said will, I think. So, but I'm going to pull a cosmic timing card for you just to see if we can get a little little bit of I find in the year of 2026 with all the like changes and all the shakeups going on, it's going to be hard to land on like exact time frames, but we do our best. We do our best to do that, okay? We do our best. All right. And I got two for you here. Um I don't think that Jazz that someone's coming in right away. Okay? I think we have some time here. But I do want to give you some heads up, and I do want you to write this down because a year from now, 2 years from now, you're going to be like, "Oh, this is what this feels like to me." Like we've got a couple years here that it's not really likely that you're going to land with someone. You may date, you may hang out, okay, but it's not likely in the next year or maybe two, okay? And it looks like there's some important reasons for this, okay? So you also got I was called to pull two cards. Don't wait around for this, don't fixate on the relationship. You two are being encouraged to focus on you, what looks really, really nice for you. So, you're going to proceed with your life. You're single and you're gorgeous and beautiful and wonderful. All right. And you're just going to know that and you're going to embody that and you're going to just have fun with that. You looks like you have a really good group of friends or social circle around you, or this is something that is coming your way. And I do think it's important because it feels to me like when you do meet someone, when that time comes around, it may be someone that a friend or someone introduces to you. Okay. Mutual connections and social circles are important with this. So, your job over the next year or two is to really go into who you're hanging out with, right? Because you don't want to hang out with people who like are dating losers themselves or something like that and have bad relationships, right? You need to get with the group that's like, okay, we demand healthy relationships. We definitely want, maturity, we want respect, right? And so if this is something you have in your life, this 3 of cups and you have people popping in your mind, keep hanging out with them, keep building the relationship. If you feel like, man, that's kind of lacking in my life, then you're going to work on this, the social and meeting new people. All right. And seeing how you feel with these people. All right. Because you want to align yourself with a real healthy group around you. Because if they're healthy and they know you and they know what your goals are with yourself, self care, self love, and relationships, they're going to know who to, somebody around you has the strong potential to be a matchmaker or somebody that you're calling in. Okay. So it's going to be like one of those trusted situations where, like, sure, I'll go on a date with them because you're saying they're a good person and you've told them I'm a good person and it kind of works out. This is going to be worth the wait for you, the wait to like work on yourself and take this year or two to just really love jazz, and really, really just enjoy being single too. It's amazing. You can learn so, so much about yourself undistracted, right? And it's just like, wow, I've had those times in my life and they've been very important for me to learn and grow. But it's looking very good in the long term. You've got the 4 of Wands. Look here. That's happy, stable, that's family, stability. It's looking really good. Like that you'll be able to meet someone that you can truly build with for the long term. And the wands represent passionate energies as well. So it's kind of like you get to have stability and passion and attraction and all of that in one. So if that's a new kind of vibe for you, then embrace it because you're on the right track with it. It becomes what you actually draw into yourself. And it looks like you're already kind of setting up for this. So the timing is not showing up right now because of the value of what you're doing for yourself here at the moment, how you're surrounding yourself with healthy friendships and community, and what you will wait out for. Okay, because you want this. You want the stable, long term, respectful, passionate future for yourself. And that's beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the channel. Please check it out. I do videos. We do these live Q&As every other Sunday right now. And the next one is on the 22nd of February, same time, 7 to 8 p.m. Central here on my channel. So mark your calendars for that if you want to come back and ask different questions or do a follow-up, okay? All right, let me go on down here. D. Rue 524. D. Rue, hello, hello, hello. If I have the energy, yes, you may request a free question, D. Do you want me to give you a general reading, D? Are you still here? There you are down here. Okay, I got you. Okay, I found your question. All right, D. And then I'll go back, but D dropped in, and I know people are getting used to how it works, so I'll go in order, and then I'll go back and catch whoever came after that question from D. But her question is, can you tell me Jay's feelings or thoughts of me at this time? And you said you stepped away for a moment. It's about Jay. Okay, so we're peeking in on Jay. Woo. You guys like to peek in on people, I know. We do that sometimes, don't we? All right. Feelings or thoughts that Jay has for D at this time. We're going to use the Neon Tarot here. All righty. All righty. And the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle for you here. Jazz. I love your last comment, Jazz. That's cute. If you're not good in the kitchen, maybe maybe he will be. Okay. Let him do the cooking. Okay. So D. Okay. So Jay's feelings, it's like, let me just say this, okay? Jay wants to show me up here the surface, okay? But I know there's more underneath going on with Jay, but he's kind of like, I'll give you this. Okay, so I don't know if he's a little shy about things or just like doesn't want me to peek all the way in right now, but I definitely only get so much from him. So I'm just going to say that energetically, right? And I do respect that. I want to respect other people's greater beings and their decisions around the energy. He is showing me, though, that he thinks of you a lot with the Ace of Swords. All right. So, oh, yeah. Like, he's like, oh, yeah. You know, I think about D a lot. Ace is like the first. So what I'm getting is like she's the first thing on my mind. First thing on my mind, D, you know. Um with the Ace of Swords there. So there is an acknowledgement there that you're definitely in Jay's thoughts. Okay. Definitely in Jay's thoughts. You're saying he's a Taurus rising and a Scorpio moon? Yeah, so he's not going to show me unless he really wants to show me. He's shown me that Taurus energy, though, with the Eight of Pentacles, right? I like this card, actually. And I do appreciate what his energy is showing me, because this means he's working on himself. He's working on himself. It's a very work-oriented card. Okay, so there's work going on himself. If there's the Scorpio moon involved, there's a lot of depth. He's not showing the depth, right? Okay, so we're not getting the shown that, but that means that there's a lot going on under the surface. I think that he's working on himself in a way to kind of become a better version of himself. So see all these pentacles, it's like he's practicing getting to be a better person somehow, or to maybe show up better for you and other people in his life. He wants to bring it in very practically. This could also be related to him making sure, like, that he feels like he's financially set or secure to be able to provide. This could be that kind of energy as well coming forward here. Okay, with this Eight of Pentacles. So letting in a little bit there, definitely on his mind. And then the Oracle card is what kind of makes me feel like there's definitely more under the surface here. It's the number two, and in this deck, it's representing that sacral chakra, the second chakra, money, sex, and power. Okay, those are the energies going on in the sacral. The energy of the sacral helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world, which is something that Jay is not revealing to us right now in the energies. Okay. But they're there. Those deep, resonating, gut level, right? This is like money, sex, and power. Okay. These are things he's considering, things he wants to shore up. There could be a little bit of healing going on for Jay in this energy. Maybe a little clearing. I'm getting like a clearing. Maybe he's trying to clear out something here for you in order to be better. It feels like he wants to be better. And sometimes that, that takes a little time, but you're definitely on Jay's mind. There's no doubt about that, at the forefront of the mind, and he let us know. He let us know that. Okay, let me bounce back here. I'm going to catch up some more people. I'm going to go a little longer tonight. Bear with me. I'll go as long as I have the energy for, because I know a lot of you have stopped by and been patiently waiting. Okay, so hang on. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you, Karen, for doing such an awesome job of helping me moderate, and Tressa as well. Thank you. Okay, I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anybody. Princess. Hi, Princess. Princess is up next. Cod Soich 7709. We'll just call you Princess. How's that? Hey. Okay. Is A, and I love when you guys, you can use initials. Absolutely, you can use initials. Is A involved with someone else romantically besides me? Is he being loyal to me? Basically, the question is there a third party? Let's go into the Gilded Tarot Royale for this question, Princess. Is A involved with someone else romantically besides you? Is he being loyal to you? I'm going to go with the sacred geometry of relationships here again. Because I'm feeling, Princess, I'm feeling a little insecurity with A here, okay? And I'll tell you why. On the surface, all right, we have the King of Cups. We have the, hey, I love you. I'm in love with you. I'm here. You have my heart. Okay, this kind of energy, Princess, is what A is like putting forward. All right. Now, the King of Cups is a master of the cup suit. But with this other card I'm seeing and a little bit of insecurity, that could mean that A is being a bit emotionally manipulative. Okay, that's the shadow side of this king. They know so much about how to pull your heartstrings and play with your emotions, Princess. Okay, this is you. Yes, this is you. And A, you've asked about A. So on the surface, the King of Cups looks really good, but the other card I got here is the Four of Pentacles. I'm not feeling as confident to say, here's where I'm at with it. I'm not seeing, without a shadow of a doubt, some third party individual here, like showing up, okay, in the energy. Definitely, probably not in the physical, but is A open to that? Has he left himself open? Because the Four of Pentacles is kind of one of these energies where someone is insecure and they're carrying around fears. The security level within A, the confidence level doesn't feel like super strong. Maybe A feels like has doubts about like, do I deserve princess, right? And so maybe energetically A is keeping a door open. Not that he's exploring something else or doing something, but keeping the door open, and that's leaky energy. And that may be what you're picking up on here. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely like, I love you, like on that's there, but possibly there's something that A needs to heal up here and shore up in his own energy before you feel completely comfortable. Um, this oracle card that I got in the from the sacred geometry of relationships, I really feel like princess, it's your energy. Okay. Number 24, you got grace. And I like feel that. I don't feel grace as much in A's energy. Um, he could appreciate how graceful you are, or you have a certain grace about how you relate to A. It says here the frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve toward a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bridging the divine with the human experience. And it's just such a lovely energy. I think, Princess, you'll have to ask yourself when it comes to A, um, is A's energy in alignment enough that it can protect this beautiful grace energy that you carry? Is A equipped to do that? Or is A's energy too leaky that it just and too insecure that it just can't hold this with you? I think that's more where you need to go, because I'm not seeing another person right now, but I see how the door is open and something's leaking, like the energy. I keep wanting to say leaky energy. Some people do that. Some people do that from their own fears. So there could be really, nice intention with that King of Cups that A was showing, but is there something that needs to be dealt with on his end? Your energy's looking beautiful though. And I think at the end of the day, like you're the one who has to protect that grace within you, right? More so than anybody else. But when I look at the energies and I say, does A have the capacity to hold that and commit to that? There's a question mark. Okay. I hope that's helpful to you. All right. Keith. Keith is here. Keith J6382. Hello, Keith. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. It's always good when a dude shows up. I appreciate it. All right. So Keith is asking for a reading on him and Emily. Okay. You're the Leo and she's a Virgo. Ooh, exciting. You stepped away when she got involved with a third party. Okay. My son is a Leo as well. So I think about in a moment, I want to protect because my son's a Leo and I'm a Cancer. So I want to like protect you from this energy of her getting involved with a third party, but that's not my place. You're not my son, but if you were, I would feel a little protective. I do feel a little protective over your heart because Leos, you all have the big open hearts, right? So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, there's your heart. Does this have something to do, Keith, with money? Does she think the grass is greener? Maybe on the other side, because there's a reason Emily is not committing to you. We're going to go back to I keep going back to the sacred geometry of relationships oracle. What is going on in this dynamic with Keith and Emily here? All right. Okay, so first of all, Keith, I just want to honor your Leo energy here, that big open heart I was talking about. I'm not wrong on that. You have a huge heart, and when you love completely, you love deeply, and you feel deeply. And it's like this enormous energy of the sun. It's bright, it's beautiful, bold, bright, beautiful Leo energy, right? In your heart of hearts. Okay. I'm not saying you're perfect in every single way, but this is coming through as your energy. And I do think you've offered that and opened that to Emily. That's coming up. Now, the reason I ask is this third party situation. Is she thinking the grass is greener? Is she thinking there's more security or more money? Because the 10 of Pentacles comes up, which makes me think, does she not feel safe and secure? Is she overwhelmed by even the big love that you offer for her? It just kind of feels like money, stability, this other third party. Oh, they have, a better job, but darn it, that's not, I hate to say, I don't want to say gold digger, but I don't think it's like the typical, I don't want to stereotype Emily here because I think she has feelings for you. It's that energy of like, in her mind, she thinks the grass is greener somewhere else. And so she's going for it because she may have a need to feel secure in that way. And she did not feel that with you. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make you, like you did anything wrong. It just, she may have something in her that she can't see or even has fears around opening up into the love, the romance. We got number 5 from the sacred geometry of relationships. 5 is our big change number, always changing, always shaking things up, pulling you into the edges. And in this case, on this card, it represents the throat, the 5th chakra. The energy of the throat supports our ability to communicate truthfully and clearly. This may have been an issue with you and Emily as well, being able to communicate. Now, she may have closed off because maybe she didn't want to hurt you, or maybe just like, because you're the one who had to kind of like, okay, I've got to be the better person and back off here if she's going through something else, but also honor myself because I don't want to stay in a situation where I'm not wanted, right? But I don't think the conversations were maybe as in depth or as poignant and truthful and honest and vulnerable as they could have been with this coming up with these other energies and seeing kind of where she's at with things. The good news is this gives you something to work with, right? You can begin to look at the ways the communication was with you and Emily. And if it wasn't quite where you wanted it to be, or it wasn't as honest as you would like, you can understand that now that that's a value that's more important to you as you look to the future. I think the no contact is good for right now. It doesn't feel like an energy where you have to rush out and try to communicate with Emily or force anything. In fact, I think, you taking care of you right now, taking care of your heart is the most important priority. And, but since I got that feeling of like the grass is greener, I would not be surprised if she comes back around to you. So I'm just going to throw that out there at the end, and good luck. I hope it goes well. And, it's always painful to go through this, but also just, collectively to let everybody know if you are going through these relationship shakeups and stuff, it's because the universe is trying to bring in something better for you. So at the end of the day, it's about what you'll accept and what you'll do and what you'll not do. Okay? So all of us should be getting more and more clear on that and having a stronger resolve around that as well. That'd be a really healthy thing for all of us to do, okay? Because we don't want to get in a situation where we're entering this year of the fire horse and things are going to kind of take off, and we're back here, spinning our wheels in relationships that don't seem to be going anywhere, or someone's taking off another direction, or they have leaky energy, right? So we're raising the standards here. And it's hard because that doesn't mean there's not love present. And that's the hard part, and that there's not emotions tied into it. No borrowed meaning. Jason, you're asking a question. I love it. Yes, you can have a reading. Absolutely. A general reading around career and opportunity. There's time. And then I've got Mary up next. Mary-J1Q6H is up next. I'm still going, y'all. I'm still going. I'm all right here. I'm going to get you no borrowed meaning, the colorful neon tarot here. I love that you're asking a question. So no borrowed meaning is my partner, and I hardly ever get to read for him. So I'm glad he's asking. How about we get a timing card here, since you're asking about career and opportunity. All right. Whew. And the energies come in. We're on a roll, right, Nancy? Whew. Yeah. Maybe we get a sip of water here. I thought, and I had this irrational fear come up before the live of like, everybody's watching the Super Bowl or the Winter Olympics, like no one's gonna go, and it's like so busy. It's like so busy, and it's so awesome to see people like focused on themselves and their own lives, where you have the power and the authority to change things, right? And not get too mired in all the other stuff. So I love it. I love it. Okay, Jason from No Borrowed Meaning. All right, we've got another 5. Fives are starting to make an appearance here. We've got, this is change. And 5 of Wands here is active, but also a challenging card. This, what I think it's representing for you, is your pursuit of multiple like income streams, multiple ways to put your life together with meaning in your career. All right. So it's like, I don't see a lack of opportunity here, but I see more of a challenge of like, which one's going to lock into place for me. And here in these wands, we do see a few of wands like linking together. So the puzzle has begun to be solved here, right? It has begun to be solved. You have put pieces together, like they're probably trying to make a star, right? With these 5. So the star has been drawn partially, but it's like, where are these other parts going to come from? Whether it's a financial opportunity, time freedom, content creation, right? So you're starting to bring all this into your view, into your perspective here. And it's challenging and it's trying. And the 5 of Wands, when we have 5 different characters here, could represent also some external factors influencing here. Now, what you're being asked to really focus on, and this is the major energy going on for you, is the 8. 8 is a number of abundance and is informing us that if you work to really tame any, what do I want to say? Trying to use the words that you might resonate with the most, because I know you. So it's like, I want to say lack here, like taming the thoughts of lack, or this isn't coming together, or I have anxiety around this coming together, where you kind of lose sight on the parts that have already locked into place here. Universe is saying, hey, be strong with this. Be strong in your willpower and your resolve. I remember somebody else got like determination. Ashley got determination. And it's like, I feel that for you too, like strength and determination, that you are going to find these pieces, that they are going to come into your reality and you're going to put them together. And see how she's kind of taming the lion, right? It's kind of taming the beast here. So the beast would be that energy that comes up and tries to consume you with like distraction, the external factors, the thing, like all the reasons why things can't happen. All right. And the strength card comes in and says, your focus is to focus on what can happen. Right. And you have to tame or quiet down some of those other energies sometimes. Though it may seem cloudy, though it may seem like it's not there, look at this card. Within a year is the kind of win to your question. So within a year, these other pieces are going to lock into place for you. A year seems like a very long time, but I feel like I just blinked and it was the beginning of 2025 and here we are and already into 2026 and the Chinese New Year coming up and everything's shifting and this is probably going to be here before you know it, right? And you're kind of like going through the storm now, going through the hard part of putting the pieces together with that umbrella there, but look at the sunny sky that's opening up within a year for you. I think you're another one I want to, the people who, where things are coming up in a year or two, like make notes now. Make yourself a little, Apple Note or Google Note, or make yourself a voice note and remind yourself of this. And then look at where you're at in a year or two. It seems like a long time, but it's to me, like as I'm energetically looking at this, I don't think it's going to feel like it's that long of a time before you have the opportunities and the things with your career and the income sources and everything lock into place. So that's what I'm seeing there. All right. And Mary J is up next. Hi, can I ask what is M's next action towards me? Yes, Mary, absolutely. Let's go to the Gilded Tarot Royale. I can't say this. Gilded Tarot Royale. All right, Mary. M's next action toward you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. M is definitely going to act toward you, and I think I think you know that. What it is looking pretty darn good here. I'm going to the Sacred Geometry of Relationships oracles. I didn't mention that because I'm getting into this energy already for you here, Mary. Mary, M is going to make a move of love toward you. All right. This feels like a powerful offer of love. Um, I really feel like M wants you to feel safe and secure and provided for and held and seen. There's some really beautiful energies that I'm getting coming out of this Lovers card when I tune into you, Mary, and M, and M's action towards you. And look at the warrior. It's like and the warrior is actually like in a spiritual form and she's in the physical form. So he's coming with his full spirit and this is going to, like, his spiritual nature wants to come toward you, not just physically provided for, but spiritually provided for. Emotional balance also coming up. Balanced living together. Okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I see, I don't know what your all's hobbies are, whatever, but I almost see you doing like partner yoga or something where you balance together, breathe together, do something maybe spiritual together. M's definitely bringing forward like this spiritual presence in the connection with you and loving offer coming your way. There's a depth here that I really like. So I feel like your relationship's gonna get taken to the next level through something that M initiates. And then you all got the Six of Pentacles, which is a beautiful representation of remembering to have balance and equanimity in the relationship, like a very healthy give and take. between the two of you that actually like really manifests in the physical world as well, which is really cool. It's really cool. Like, I also am seeing here, you see how these hands are coming up and he's like weighing the scales and making sure there's something about your connection, Mary, with M that is of great service to the world as well. Or maybe it's family members in your life, children. This is important. Like your relationship and the balance you bring in your relationship is like a model for others somehow. And it's very giving just in its nature. And maybe you are both active and you're in giving roles or service roles or something like that. But it also just feels like it's just the nature of the two of you together is powerful in that way. And from the oracle, you got number 32, presence, and it says the energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now, right? And with his energy coming toward you, I love it. Look how focused this card is. Like M is definitely focused on you, your security, your safety, your happiness, and is very focused in on this presence. But look how the circles radiate out. See what I mean? Like it's like the focus is there, the coming together, but then it radiates out. There's more here. There's that third energy here, but not third party energy. It's like source energy, God energy as a part of this connection. I don't really use the word twin flame. Sometimes when I say it, I just like, no, because I don't like to get people fixated on that. But you have this very powerful sacred union. Let's call it a sacred union that is expansive and serves to benefit more than just the two of you. Let's put it that way. Don't get fixated on the twin flame stuff. Oh boy, what a fun time all that was, huh? With the twin flame. If you know what I'm talking about, I mean these communities gone wild with the twin flame stuff. Woo. Mm. Get a quick sip there. Okay, let me go on down. I'm starting to kind of lose steam here, but I've got Valerie Starseed 22 here. I'm going to try to go as long as I can because you all have been so amazing tonight. Okay, Valerie Starseed, love it, love it, love the handle 22, love the numbers. Could you please tell me when I'll meet my life partner? Oh, okay, these when questions. Gosh, you guys get me tonight. Okay, we're going to the Gilded Tarot Royale again here. For you, Valerie Starseed. And you know yourself as a starseed, which is cool because, the last like meditative salt bath I had, I started having a powerful call to like setting up a group for star seeds. But y'all, I don't, like you can say all these like kind of new age terms, like I'm talking about people who know themselves to be not who are trying to be saved by some ETs or taken away from this miserable world and all those stories. I'm talking about people who know they have that cosmic heritage and actually want to bring it forward to make the world a better place. I had this kind of download when I was having my salt bath, and that I would be at some point down the road, not yet, but some point hosting like a private group or some sort of community around that. So we'll see. I'm just throwing that out there, but your star seed name reminds me of that, because those of us that are aware of our cosmic connections, there's just so much knowledge and wisdom and energy that we can bring forward, because we have been in other worlds, other times, other dimensions with these different energies, right? So but we do the work here and now in human form. We're meant to do it through the physical, right? Through being present here. So, Valerie, the win. We've got to go to the Cosmic Timing Oracle deck for you on the win, because you want to know when. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So, I mean, Valerie, I will say, and it's hard, being a star seed is lonely sometimes, okay? It's very lonely at times because there's that connection to feeling like I'm not from here, but I am here and I'm working on accepting that, right? And you long to yearn and meet another connected energy. And it's coming for you. I believe the energy has already started, Valerie, here with the Ace of Cups. Now we see I'm getting all kinds of vibes out of this. I'm getting Pisces energy. We've got Venus moving into Pisces this year, right? Coming up soon here. We got the moon cycles, and I think you'll have a few moon cycles before this person comes in, but it's not maybe as long as you think. We've got an eye here, which just is a recognition, like could represent a bit of like that vibe at first sight kind of connection energy as well. And you're a Cancer sun. I'm a Cancer sun too. I'm a Cancer sun too. Yeah. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy. And oh, you have 3 children. Oh, yeah. So you've got love in your life, but you crave that partnership, and it's coming for you. I feel like you've been through quite a long cycle of resolving a lot of previous emotional energies and patterns. And the Ace of Cups comes in and says, this is new. So you're starting something new. You're looking for something new and different. It's like the leveling up, right? The leveling up of what you will accept and what you expect. And, you've got the children to consider and everything. This energy coming in for you though, you might be getting a fire sign, so I'll just kind of prepare you for that. We've got the 8 of wands here. This is a fast moving energy. It makes me feel like this person could kind of come in with a lot of zing, a lot of like energy, a lot of power, a lot of stamina kind of thing. Fire sign all the way, kind of burning brightly, definitely getting your attention. So when they do come in, it's just going to be powerful and strong. And it may feel at the time like it's fast, but the good news is you can prepare a little bit. You asked the when, and I got November. So you have a few months. We're in a season right now where Jupiter is in Cancer. So you just keep embodying that beautiful Cancerian energy and just taking it to the highest aspects of your own beautiful energy, your water sign energy. I feel like that fire and water is kind of like the fire and ice. I kind of feel like I'm like seeing a novel, like, this is like your romance novel, okay? Like, I'm seeing this book being written, I don't know, with this new person coming in, and in November. That's not honestly, y'all, we're gonna blink our eyes, and this year is gonna move fast. So, you got time to just really be embodied and really, Jupiter will move into Leo, and maybe that'll ignite whoever this is to they'll be on the move then to find you, right? So that happens in like what, July, I think. So this is good timing. You've got a couple hop skips and jumps to get there, but it's looking good. And watch out for that fire sign energy coming toward you. All right. Oh my goodness, how am I still going, y'all? It's because you all's energy is so good tonight. um I'm going on down to see where we're at. I shares. I shares. Hello, hello. Muavia. Can I call him M? What does he feel or think about I shares? Okay, I'm going to call him M because that'll just be easier for me to say. We're going to go to the colorful neon tarot. Valerie, you tend to go for Libras. Oh, funny. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Karen, you had a November card, and then that's when you found your house. That's right. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, make notes, y'all. If it seems like the time's a little farther out, make notes. I mean, in November, that's when the fire signs coming in. I know that. But okay, iShares, what does M feel or think about you? Oh, okay. I'm going to go with the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle here for you, iShares. iShares. Hope I'm pronouncing your handle right. I keep thinking like AYE is like I captain, so I'm going to call you I, which I don't know. Hopefully I'm pronouncing you right here. Okay, so M is definitely got you like on the mind and in the heart. Okay, we got the Justice card. There may be some energies that need to be balanced out between you, or at least M feels and thinks that way with this Justice card coming up. M could also be dealing with setting things right with somebody else, like they need to resolve or bring something to justice, to closure. This is a card of truth. Maybe there's this energy around M being truthful with themselves and then being able to communicate this to you. I do feel like, though, there's another person or situation that M has to resolve within themselves. Doesn't mean they're with them. It could be a physical thing, like where somebody's still around, but I'm not getting that's necessarily so. It could just be someone from their past. All right. And then they just need to resolve something so that they can come forward with a clean energy for you. I do think there's a great potential for love. I do think M realizes that with you with this. Here's this 10 of cups. This came up for someone else too. And I think there's a real insight that M has that your connection together would be well balanced, and there would be a whole lot of love if the two of you decide to open up to this connection. There just seems like M is dealing with some issues around truth and transparency and honesty. And I'm not saying that they're a fraud or they're lying or they're doing anything wrong, so to speak. I think there's just resolution that has to happen, because the oracle card that came up, 10, authenticity, the energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful, which also admits when we have feelings for someone, right? In all aspects of our lives, with others as well as with ourselves. So that really aligns with this Justice card, truth and authenticity, something M is working on. Now, when I think of someone who's working on this, I would certainly want them to take the time to clear the air, to clear the energy, to get things in alignment before they come toward me or before we make some sort of commitment together. So this may be something that is being worked on. But there is the energy that M sees, like there's potential here, but I got to get things cleared up. I got to get right within me and my relationships and make sure everything's clear there, perhaps before I make a big move, okay, toward you, right? So it might take a little time, but it's better that someone comes in with those more clear, crisp energies for you. Definitely. So your turn came. Thank you. Yes, I know. Oh, I see all your lovely messages, Princess. Thank you. Okay. I think I'm just checking. I'm gonna do, is it Rosa? Rosa MT. All right, Rosa, you're gonna be my last one. I'm gonna do Rosa MT-B9B. Can you please tell whether I will get in a relationship in 2026 or not? Okay. Boy, relationships are really coming up. Let's go to the colorful neon again here for Rosa MT. And thank you for joining. Everyone who has joined, you probably subscribed, so you could come on and ask a question. All right. Thank you for subscribing. Every Tuesday, I release a long form video called Astrotarology, where I go over the week's energies. In astrology, I pull tarot cards. They're collective, but a lot of times you'll find messages that resonate, y'all. So be sure to check that out. And then I'll be here again on Sunday, the 22nd of February, again to do these live mini readings. So mark your calendar, 7 to 8 p.m. I only go longer when I feel like it. This is very unusual for me to go this long. I don't know if it's the Super Bowl energy or what, but I'm going for it. So definitely check that out. Ladies, if you're interested, I'm having an eclipse digital temple via Zoom, and I am working on the sales page right now. You can connect with me, watch this channel. I will be putting up links and stuff for it. And also, you can connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok at Creators on the Crest. You can DM me on one of those platforms as well. So we're going to go with the cosmic timing here for Rosa too, because you're asking whether you'll get in a relationship in 2026 or not. Well, it looks like yes, 2026, but let's look at the energies around this too, okay? So the top level answer for you, Rosa, is yes, you will get in a relationship. This energy coming in could be an air sign for you, relationship with an air sign. You could be an air sign, but I kind of feel like whoever this is coming in has kind of an air sign energy. Okay. So do keep that in mind. All right. They come in very determined. I feel like a confidence in this person's energy that's coming towards you. I think that's going to feel really good for you. Okay. They're not afraid to make the move. They've got the sword. They're ready to talk. They're ready to like give you information. Okay. So you're Pisces. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. This is somebody who's going to come forward. The king energy is like, I'm ready. I'm going to make a move. I'm going to communicate to Rosa how I feel. You know, there's going to be thoughts and words, communication put into things here. So this is kind of the qualities that you'll be watching for. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which indicates a potential for growing together. This is a nurturing energy. This is earthy energies. This is earthy energies. This means got the air sign coming in and you're the water, that the relationship coming together actually brings in more foundational energies, more grounding energies. Like maybe the two of you being together like grounds you. You feel a more calm and centered presence with this person and them with you, which is cool. I mean, if we can work with the elements in this way, that's really exciting because water likes to flow and air's all over the place, right? You know, it's nice to see that this might actually be a really good fit that helps ground you both and gives you both the energy of an environment that you can nurture together. The Seven of Pentacles is nurturing. It's about growing over the long term. It's about the momentum of the relationship. And you could see, you know, these pentacles that we're seeing on the bush, they were once seeds that were planted. So energetically, it feels like you and the king here, or the air sign, has really planted these seeds, like both of you. And then your energies come together and manifest in the physical. For you, I must say this is happening pretty quick because compared to what I'm seeing on the timeline here, May comes up as when this is going to come in. Now it may come in a little sooner because it, you know, you may establish, okay, we do want to, you know, exclusively date or whatever by May, right? So it could come in a little sooner, could come in a little after. I mean, but May is like it's spring, you know, it's starting to feel good, be out and about, right? At least if you're in the northern hemisphere, right? But this is like really beautiful energy. It feels like when everything's blooming, when everything's becoming visible, this relationship becomes visible to you. And I don't think you're gonna. This person is gonna come toward you. So you get to sit back and just receive the messages and the communication, and you know, establish what's this going to look like for us. And you know, it's showing potential to grow for the long term, to grow together. But, this is still a young bush. So, when we're looking, it's not like a full grown tree. So we take our time, we get to know each other, just enjoy it. Lots of good conversation probably going to come out of this one. Like, you're going to really like one of those where like you talk for hours and you're like, where did all the time go? We were in such a great conversation. Okay. So no, it doesn't. You're asking, does it give the exact timing? No, but I'm saying in May. It's going to be a tough year this year, astrologically speaking, like looking at all the planets and stuff, with all the ways the energy could go. It's going to be hard to lock down exact dates. Okay. But if you just mark the month of May, maybe even April on your calendar, just make sure you're out there and make sure you're paying attention and watching for this energy to come in for you. Yes, I did yours. So when the replay posts, definitely go back and check yours out. I did yours. Yep. Okay. Everyone, thank you so much. This was an awesome live. You all were so energetic. I hope to see you again on the 22nd. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and a great week ahead. All right. I will see you all next time.